Hello, I am D-Man, back with another Total Drama video. This time we're going to be ranking all of the Total Drama teams, starting from the original island all the way up to the reboot. I will rank those at the end, so if you haven't seen that, I guess spoilers for the very end of the video, but I'm doing those at the end anyway, so you can still watch the rest of the video. Yeah, and I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. We're ranking the teams, mostly based on just how much I enjoy them personally. I'm sure your opinion will differ. It's okay. Let's start this off with the Screaming Gophers from Total Drama Island. Now, this is quite a good team. I think this goes right at the top. In goated tier. I mean, what can it? It's got Gwen, it's got Owen, it's got Heather, it's got LaShawn, it's got Lindsay. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, but you got Heather the Lions, you got Cody, Gwen, Owen, you know, even got like Beth and stuff like that. This is just a very solid team. All the dynamics work very well into each other. You got, you know, Trent and Gwen. It's quite good. Even Noah's kind of like, he's not as good here as in the other scenes, but he's alright still. Certainly just a very solid team, and no wonder the final three in the season are all from the Screaming Gophers. It really tells you something about the team. Next up we have the Killer Bass. Now this team's also quite good. It helps that Island has the teams are quite large. This one has 11 as well. And it's not as good. It's not as good as Screaming Gophers, although still very good. I mean, you got Duncan and Courtney. Can't go wrong. It's Duncan and Courtney in Island. So that, you know, that's gonna be pretty good. You got Jeff and Bridget. You got your whole Duncan, Jeff, DJ being the dudes. You know, the Pick and Harold and stuff. That's fun. And you know, Harold will sometimes, you know, Harold gets his revenge and stuff. And Harold also just clutches it sometimes. It's good to see that. That's a whole dynamic that's quite good. You've even got, like, you know, you got Bridget there. She's cool. You know, you get her and Courtney interacting. There are a couple of characters in here that I don't know if it quite fits. Tyler's alright. Like, Tyler's a pretty good character, and he's alright in Island, but I don't fit in. Like, I mean, most of his interactions in Island are with Lindsay, which is on the other team, so it's a little, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. He just doesn't seem to quite fit in with the rest of the team. Not that Tyler's bad in it or anything. It just seems a little out of place. Ezekiel and Eva, I mean, in the first two eliminators, they're kind of just nothing really. And Katie and Sadie, they almost feel like they're on their own little mini team entirely. They're quite separate from the rest of the team, right? They really separate. I mean, even literally in the episode where they go to like set up camp for the night, right? They're literally separated from the rest of the team. Which, yeah, it's not as good. Anyways, let's move on to action. We've got the Screaming Gaffers. Oh, this is a solid team. I mean, Gwen, Heather, LaShawn, Harold, Duncan. I mean, talk about a good team right here. Talk about an excellent team. Gwen's pretty good in action still, but really the dynamic of the season is Duncan, Harold, LaShawn, and Heather. Those four interacting is very good, to say the least. It's extremely good to see. It's just super entertaining. Even DJ is he's quite good in action, right? He's a little bit like separated from the team, but that's sort of on purpose, right? You know, you got Chef there and everything. You know, his whole DJ cheating and whatever. Just honestly, talk about a good team. I might like it more than the Killer Bad. It's a small team, don't get me wrong, but man, they put some heavy hitters in there. All right, here's the Killer Grips. Now we have Trent. We have to address Trent. He goes batshit insane. Okay, sure, whatever. I feel like a lot of people don't like this team a whole lot, or just kind of find it boring, but I mean, for me, I think it's quite entertaining, at least. I mean, I like Justin sort of, you know, using his looks and stuff, and then, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work. Lindsay's even better, just like, what the hell are you doing, Justin? What? You know, I like that. Owen and Izzy, obviously, you know, they're pretty good together. Izzy seems to like to come back in and out, or whatever. Once Courtney goes in the team, though, it does get better, because there's really something spicy now. Before then, it's just kind of like, oh, alright, I guess. But it's pretty good. Not definitely the least good so far, but I mean, it's pretty decent still. Alright, next we've got Team Amazon from Total Drama World Tour. People love this team, I can tell you right now, and I don't blame them. You got Gwen, Heather, Courtney, all in one team. What could possibly go wrong, right? And everything. It's drama. It's so much drama. And you even got Cody and Sierra that make things even more interesting, I would say. I don't love the whole Sierra Cody thing in World Tour, but I don't hate it either. It's okay. It's not bad. I can also totally understand that people don't like it, but I don't mind it, personally. But yeah, really I find that I think Gwen and Courtney's interactions here are quite nice, and Heather too, it's quite solid, and even Sierra is sort of, you know, I think Sierra also fits in quite nicely with these other women in the team. It's hectic, it's chaotic, and I mean, you're here for the drama. This team has the drama, for sure. It's quite good. There's no real dud in it. I do have one nitpick though, and that is that this team has plot armor. The whole team is plot armor, just straight up, because literally the first character from this team to get eliminated is Gwen in episode 16. We're over halfway through the season, only now does this team finally lose and actually eliminate someone. Because technically lost in the Amazon race, but they can't get rid of Heather that quickly, so they had to keep her around. Otherwise, though, it's quite solid. It's tricky. It's definitely in here. It's not goated for me, but I kinda like the Screaming Gaffers more. And I kinda like the Killers, but I think it's in the amazing team for sure. This is a team I can get behind. I like this team. I don't know. I also really like when Duncan gets it. The whole thing with Owen, Alejandro, Noah, Ayla, Izzy. It's quite. I quite enjoy this team quite a lot. The weak thing is Izzy. It's just entertaining in World Tour, but the rest of them, man, they're good. Noah's good. Owen, Alejandro, Tyler. It's quite a nice like dude dynamic, and once Duncan's in there, well, the problem is Noah has to leave, it's unfortunate, but Duncan is quite a serviceable replacement as well. I would say the team gets better, but mostly because there's a bit more strategy and stuff. I really do enjoy this team. I don't think it's as good as the Screaming Gophers, but man, it's solid. And Izzy's the only, like, not even a dud, just kind of like a little man. Decently close to Screaming. It's goated, but it's not super goated. There we go, the third team, the only time they did 3 teams, and Team Victory, the big loser team. Haha, you get the irony? It's called Team Victory, but they never win. It's so much funny the 5th time it happens. This team is pretty if I say so myself. It's not bad. I guess first address, Ezekiel, nah, nothing. Bridget, I don't really like it a whole lot. Just don't even fit this team particularly well. Harold's alright for the little bit of time he's in. He gets to interact with Shauna a little bit and stuff. That's okay. For me, it starts getting good once it's Lindsay, LaShauna, and DJ. That actually is pretty decent. And then once LaShauna is gone, the Lindsay DJ duo is definitely, like, I actually really like that. Maybe it helps that Lindsay, I know this might be unbelievable, she is my favorite character in the show, and her dynamic with DJ in, like, the Amazon, and, like, the next episode, the France episode, it's really, it's quite good. But then, you know, Lindsay goes quite quickly, and then it's just DJ by himself, and DJ's, yeah, with this whole animal curse, it's okay, I guess. And that's kind of the whole thing. The whole team's there. It's not bad. I see what they were going for, but it also, it's kind of makes the first half of World Tour a little predictable once you know, oh, Team Victory never wins, and even when they do win, it's always a reward challenge. It's intentionally stacked against them for it kind of feels like no reason. That's it. Whatever. The Mutant Maggots. Now this, I like this team. This is a good one. I think it is going in the pretty good. I mean, you got Mike, Cameron, Zoe, and all interactions nice, and Anne-Marie too. You got the whole thing with Vito, Anne-Marie, and Zoe. That's alright, actually. The highlight is definitely, like, Brick and, like, Joe. That's definitely the highlight, and I know, yeah, that's definitely really good. And then I know, like, Brick swaps teams and everything, but still, and even Joe and Cameron, I quite enjoy that dynamic. Joe's honestly, like, I mean, Joe's sort of the leader of this team, right? She's quite demanding, but Joe's actually quite good. Really, it adds a bit of spice and drama to a team that's otherwise kind of dull. I guess other than the whole Emery, so Vito Mike thing. Yeah, honestly, pretty good. It does start to go a little downhill towards the end. I mean, there's also the issue where they don't really have their first elimination's over halfway through, kind of like Team Amazon. Makes a little bit more sense because, you know, Scott is actively sabotaging his own team over and over again, but yeah, I also don't really like the one episode where Scott's on the other team for like one episode, and then like Dakota Zoe. That's kind of a bit, that's kind of where the Mutant Maggots at their weakest. Now, but luckily that's only for one episode because it's merged in the very next episode. Toxic Rats. I mean, okay. Stacy sucks. Okay, but the good thing is they get rid of her as quickly as humanly possible because everyone in the show, for some, you know, doesn't like Stacy. Yeah, I know, who could have believed it? Stacy was everyone's favorite character. Yeah, honestly, I quite like the dynamic for what it is. It's definitely more like a little bit all over the place, right? I mean, especially once B's gone. Because B's sort of the uniting factor. He's really good at challenge stuff, but then Scott's like, get his ass out of here. I don't need that. Honestly, I just like this team because I just like Scott a lot. I mean, also like Dawn and Lightning. And it's honestly, this style of Sam and Dakota, that's actually really good. Ooh, I mean, it's in this here. I'm just wondering if it's above. They're very, like, even teams in my opinion. I don't really know what to say. I think I like Toxic Rats a little bit more. Just a smidge more. I also don't mind them, yeah, again, I also don't mind them losing, again and again, because it's also, first of all, it is not as many episodes, it's not as repetitive as Team Victory, but also, there's more of a reason I feel, I mean, again, Scott is literally trying to make them lose every time. Alright, next up we have the Heroic Hamsters from All Stars. Talk about a boring. This team is boring. Let's put that in the end. It's better than Team Victory at least, but man, this is boring. I just don't care for any of these characters. Not really. Let's see. We got Mike, Zoe, and Cameron. That's not as good. There's no no Anne Maria to spice things up, or Joe, or anything, or even just Mike hiding his personality. It's just quite dull. Sam's alright, I suppose, for what it is, but just doesn't add a whole lot. Sierra, again, not good. Not good here, especially with the whole Cameron thing. That's not very good. And otherwise, Sierra doesn't really do anything at all. Lindsay, I mean, she's been on the first episode, so, you know, they already fucked up there. And Courtney's honestly probably the best part of the team initially, because it's like the one thing that's added like a little bit of drama to the team. Courtney ain't a hero, but I'm glad she's on the heroes team anyway. I also once the switch between Courtney and Duncan happens, it actually does get better. I actually do like Duncan on the heroes team. It's actually, it gets pretty good actually at that point. But it gets quite dull for those first 3 episodes, I find. And even after Duncan switches, it's kind of like, okay, sure, it's all right. Yeah. Is there anything with Mal that's any good? Like, the Mal just doesn't do anything really before the merge. Not really. So it's not even like Mal could spice it up very much. Anyways, team villains. Yeah, this is where they put all the best characters on the same team except for Lindsay. They really should put Lindsay on this team, even though she's not a villain at all. But you know, would have fit. Honestly, probably there. Honestly, it's actually, I really enjoy this team. Heather and Alejandro, great. It's got Joe and Lane, great. It's got Scott, great. It's got Duncan and Gwen, alright. I don't mind Gwen on this team. I don't. The things I don't like about Gwen and All Stars, to me personally, is all the stuff with Courtney, right? And I guess a tiny bit with Duncan, but like it's mostly with Courtney, right? And don't have to worry about that until the team swap. The villains do get worse once the team swap happens. I don't particularly care for Courtney and Gwen and All Stars. Ooh, I don't know. Is that controversial? I don't know, but yeah. Honestly, the rest of the team really takes its spot. It's got all the villains. It's drama everywhere. It's good, spicy. I like it. It's good. Next, we've got the Parker Tail teams. I cannot remember the Cree names for the life of me, but I do also know this as the Confused Bears. I'm going to call it the Confused Bears because, again, what's the Cree name? Kinaway or what's the Saywalk? Like, you know, like something like that. Yeah. This one's got. I actually quite enjoy this team in the first few episodes. It gets a little bit more boring after a while though. Like I don't like Sugar Bullying Ella. I mean, it's got Dave and Sky. I mean, I like them. I'm just saying. And I mean, it's got Sean. Sean's obviously good. I do really like this team in the first few episodes though, because it's basically a team with a bunch of crazy people, and then like Sky and Dave, and Sky is just kind of like accepting it, just kind of going along with it, and Dave's like, Dave's just like, what the fuck is going on? And he got the same reaction everyone else has got watching it for the first time. I was like, who are these weird fucking characters? And Dave's just saying that for you, so yeah. We will ignore that Dave gets, you know, more crazy as the season goes by, but at the start he's pretty good. Overall though, it's okay, it's alright. No, it's not that good. It's probably the top of air. It's alright, but there's nothing super standout. I mean, my favorite bit's probably like Dave, Swans, Sky bit. All that's alright. It's nothing great or go-to or anything. Then we got the Floating Salmon. It's got Sean and Matt. Fucking Sean and Matt. It's got Scarlet and Max. I quite enjoy that dynamic. It's also got the twins. I like the twins. I mean, both. I do like Sammy a heck of a lot more than Amy, but I don't mind Amy. And obviously Jasmine's pretty good here too. Even Topher's alright, although Topher doesn't do a whole lot. I don't know, like, the thing I kind of like with the whole twins thing kind of just gets dealt with, and then after that it's like, boring. Well, it was not really that exciting. Then once Sky switches over to this tier 2, then it's like, oh, then you got Rodney, he's kind of nothing. It's just a bit of filler in there. Yeah, so there as well. Probably, I don't know. I think it's above. I think it's a smidge better. Mostly, yeah, that's super tough. I actually don't know which one's better or worse. They're very equal teams. Honestly, go for it. Go either way. Yeah, I think this is that's actually quite. No. This team gets. I remembered episode 8 now. This team gets a bit worse than that. That's there. So, anyways, that is the tier list. For anyone who has not seen the reboot yet, that is my thoughts on the teams. No, the team's bad. So far. But yeah, if you haven't seen the reboot and you just don't care about spoilers, I'm now gonna rank the teams from the reboot. Second season hasn't come out yet, but anyways, we have the Ferocious Trout. Let's go. This is good. This is a good team. I like this team. It's got Scary Girl, it's got Damien, it's got Ripper, it's got Z. There's just a lot of good characters here. Pretty Millie, that whole friendship's kind of whatever. I mean, the thing is, like, the teams don't last super long in the reboot season. I remember the teams are gone by episode 7, so there's only 6 episodes with teams. And I will say, Ferocious Trout, quite entertaining. Really, Ripper. I know this is crazy. Ripper really puts in a lot of the drama in the team, and it makes it quite good. I quite like Ripper in this sort of team. I like his interactions with Axel. His interactions with, it's all just solid. I mean, you got Z. Z's good. The whole Z chase Ripper thing. That's all right, actually. Damien, Priya, that's good. Stereo, Priya, Millie. That's all. Like, it's quite solid. Honestly, it's quite solid. But what it is nothing I can really complain about. I mean, other than I don't love Priya and Millie's friendship. It's a little on the boring side. Not terrible or anything, but just a little bit on the boring side. But otherwise, that's pretty good. Which means it looks like it's in the pretty good. Is it better than both? It probably is better than the Revenge of the Island teams. Yeah. Finally, we have the Frogs of Death. It's got Bowie. It's got Julia. Ooh, that's some villains. They got Raj and Wayne. That's pretty good. It's got Caleb. Okay, who cares? Caleb's gone immediately. It has 2 lines. I don't like this team as much, and it's a shame because it's got Bowie, Raj, Wayne. There's some good characters in here. It's got MK. It's got Julia, right? There's some decent characters in here, but this is kind of, yeah. I was probably honestly right there. I think that's. Is it there? That feels it. Yeah, that seems alright. Yeah, because I do like Bowie's interactions with Raj and Wayne, and even Wayne's interactions with Julia and all of that. That's all good. I don't really like Michelle. Whoops. MK's alright, I guess, but then episode 6, I don't like the ending of that episode. I just don't like it. It's just, I don't know, a lot of the drama in this team I don't particularly care about a whole lot. And the thing is, Julia doesn't really do much until the merge. She's not a villain during the team portion of the game, so I can't really say oh, Julia there to spice things up. It's really Bowie who spices things up at the beginning. Eliminates Caleb right off the bat and everything, right? Yeah, otherwise I think that's where I'm gonna put it though. It's very close. I don't know. I think I'll leave it at that for now. Maybe something I'm not remembering. I feel like it's there though. I remember it being good still. It was pretty good, but just a little bit on the lower end. And there we go. That is the tier list for all the ranking, I guess, for all of the teams. And if you want to go in order, first place, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. So my least favorite team is Team Victory. My favorite is the Screaming Gophers. That seems about right. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any agreements or disagreements, let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, of course, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you all next time.